Okay, we've got a little science project. We've got a couple of jars of kerosene. These are in these big jars. This one's a full jar of kerosene. Okay. I've got a few jars of tap water. And I've already put some kerosene in this mason jar. Okay. So, what we're going to do is take this jar of tap water and take some dye. Now, and we're going to put the dye in the water. And we're going to mix this dye in really well so that it stays with the water. We're also going to make sure that we get this cap on so that it stays in the jar.
Yeah, that first batch.
Alright, so we got some kind of.
I'm not sure if it's me or is it taking longer to separate out.
Just going to shake this up.
The last shake. We have a clock on the video so we can actually check it.
Okay. So, there we go. We got some blue water. Alright.
I feel like it's taking longer to separate.
The next thing we're going to do is put some kerosene.
Way less water.
This is going to be our control. This is clear kerosene in a jar. Came right from this jar. So they should match up pretty well in color. That's our control. Okay. So we're going to take some kerosene. And this is right from the nozzle at a gas station right down the street from me. So what we'll do, actually I'm going to put this video a little bit closer. Okay. Alright, we're going to take this jar and we're going to pour kerosene in there with the water and watch what happens. Leave a little space so I can shake it up. Okay. This is our big jar. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on here. Now, we just combined the two. We haven't shaken anything up yet. And I'll tell you what, just since we're going to be comparing these a lot, I'm going to add a little bit to our control jar and see if I can get the levels equal just so that it is a little better on my. Alright, that almost close enough, but let's get it perfect. Alright, so far my basement doesn't smell like kerosene. Okay. Alright, notice that our water and kerosene, the kerosene still looks beautiful, right? We get it sitting right beside a jar of kerosene. Okay? In the top layer of this top layer right here, kerosene, is pretty close to identical. I've got, let's see, I've got this this mat that I can put behind here and kind of give us a pretty good example of what it looks like behind it. I mean, our clarity is almost identical. Okay, so that should help for comparison's sake. I think that the kerosene has no water in it. But what we're going to do is shake this one up just a little bit to start with. Let's just shake it up a hair. Alright, so I didn't mix it up too bad there. It's settling back out really quickly. My ratio here is a little more than half. I'd say that's like 60-40, 60 water, 40% Kero. And I think that the kerosene color and clarity still are pretty identical there. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's shake it a little bit more. Fogged it up pretty good there. You see all the bubbles in there? I'm just going to let it settle out and see how our color and clarity get. Not sure if you can see it on the camera. Yeah, oh yeah. We still have all this foam, or that's probably the wrong word, but the all these bubbles where it's kind of separating back out. What do they call this? The interface. That's the word. Okay, we're almost back to identical. We'll let it settle out so that all the bubbles are out of that thing. But already, I mean, I think you can see in the camera it looks pretty clear. Let's run this little map back behind it and see what it does again. Okay. Still got some water up in the top of or some, I don't know if it's water, but moisture on the top of the jar. But I think overall that's pretty good. Okay, so let's shake it up again. Let's get crazy with it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. My home lab doesn't have a centrifuge. This is what we have to settle for. Alright. I mean, this stuff is looking like sky blue now. Alright, let's watch that for a minute. That's as good as I can shake it. And that is cool. You can see all of the kerosene stuff just running to the top. All the little bubbles. It looks like a jar of ginger ale. I don't know, man. I don't feel like there's any water staying in there. I mean, that's just clear. I mean, I don't know that I can get it. I don't know that I can get it to get any better or any foggier. I don't know what to do to try to get water to stay I wonder if it has to do with the ratio of water. Let's try that. Let's try that. We'll leave this right here. Actually, no, we'll leave this off to the side. Let's put this right here. I'll let it sit. Let's try alright, that's an empty jar. Let's just try a touch of water and see what that does. Because that was, like we said earlier, 60-40 probably. Alright, so let's just go,